stupid nonsense is she saying?
I don't remember. What stupid nonsense was I saying?
That's a good question.
Oh, she wanted to see the glasses.
Right.
I guess she either will take them by force,
She can, yeah.
or we just politely give them to her. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Shiki?
Let's just give him up.
just very, very.
I give up and hand them over. And it doesn't seem like she's going to give up. Or rather, if she gets any closer, it'll definitely end in a scuffle. If that happens, I have no doubt that she'd be the one who comes out on top.
And also, you don't want your glasses to break.
That's fair. Jeez, fine. Here! You give those back the second you're done looking at them, you hear me? I hand my glasses over to Arkwide. She thoroughly scrutinizes them inside and out. And then...
Shiki, is the person who gave you these in this city?
I don't think so. This all happened 7 years ago, and she didn't seem like the kind of person to stay in one place for long.
I see. Good. I'm glad we don't have another opponent to worry about. Though if we were dealing with Blue, it would be safer to just back off.
Who? Okay, sure. Whatever you say.
It's funny, she's referring to her as Blue, but she has bright red hair.
Yeah, weird. Alright. Arkwide falls silent, a serious expression on her face. Arkwide, are you telling me you know Sensei? I mean, the person who made these glasses.
I know of her. She's the one of the four. She's one of the four
Extant
magicians. These glasses are an extraordinary piece of craftsmanship. Much as it pains me to admit it, I can't even break them with my current strength.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Magic.
Interesting. Arkwide's face grows more and more serious. Wait. You were planning on breaking them?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
You were planning on breaking them. I snatched the glasses back from Arkwide. Jeez. Weren't you the one who said I'd go insane without these glasses? Or are you telling me that you want me to go crazy?
No, that's not it. I just didn't like how much you cherish them is all. You should be cherishing me like that. You're going for my route. I should be cherished more than those goddamn motherfucking glasses. Damn.
Can't understand this vampire's thought process at all. This woman must be trying to destroy my life in one way or another. Whatever. Just don't get any more crazy ideas. The memories of the time I spent with Sensei are precious to me. But more importantly, I wouldn't be able to go on living without these glasses. Who knows what would happen to my mind if I had a constant headache from seeing those lines all the time.
I wonder if seeing death really puts a strain on your brain. Yeah, it seems like there's more to those eyes of yours, but we'll save that for another time. Maybe I'll tell you more about it later if we If we get the chance.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm afraid I don't really like lengthy conversations.
But I'm so fun to talk to. Really, I actually love talking with other people. Even if it's only a few broken words that don't even convey half of what I want them to, it's still enough to sway my heart.
Arcoide gives me a carefree smile. It seems as though she really was having fun simply by talking to me. The night is drawing to a close.
And
Arcoide
you're
is
still
perched.
not fucking home.
Nope. Ake is gonna be so pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Arcoide is perched on the edge of the bed. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the sofa, zoning out as I stare at the clock. The time is a little after 4 in the morning. There's only about an hour left before dawn. One more hour, huh? Nothing unusual has happened so far, and Arcoide herself shows no signs of being nervous. The hotel is peaceful to a fault. I was honestly a little on edge because of how quiet everything was, but in the end, it seems as though I was worried over nothing. I'm not sure why, but I get the feeling that tonight will continue to slip away uneventfully.
Hey, Shiki.
Arcoide calls out to me for the upteenth time. What do you want? I'm already out of things to talk about.
Really? We've come all the way here. It feels like a waste to just sit around and do nothing. Do you want to play Monopoly? I'm really good at Monopoly. Or Clue? I love Clue. Chess? Checkers? Connect Four? You want to play Tic-Tac-Toe? That's real easy.
Arcoide, how long do you think we've been talking for at this point? It's been 6 hours. 6! If you were to ask me what's been more tiring, talking with you easily beats out standing guard.
Do you want to play as the dog in Monopoly, or do you want to be the car?
Oh my god. I'm the boot. I'm always the boot.
Oh, that makes sense. You like being stepped on. Got it.
What? No.
Mm-hmm.
Arcoide glares at me with displeasure. That's right. For whatever reason, she keeps trying to start up a conversation. I told her that if she's feeling weak, she's better off going to sleep, but...
It's much more fun to talk.
She just won't listen to me, so we've wound up being conversation partners instead. I really don't understand what goes through her head. To make matters worse, my stomach is growling.
Do you want room service? I know how to use a telephone.
Oh my god. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten in close to 24 hours. The last meal I had was breakfast yesterday.
If you're hungry, why don't you eat something?
Like M&M cookies.
Like M&M cookies. We went out of our way to stay in that hotel, so why not order some room service? You know how to use a phone, don't you?
I'll pass. I'd ruin the mood if I ate something. Also, you're one to talk. You're the one who's weak right now, and even if you refuse to sleep, you should at least eat.
If you aren't going to eat, then neither will I.
That's a stupid reason.
I'm going on hunger strike. Sure, there'd be some benefit in eating a normal meal. It'd be boring to eat alone. That's what boring, dumb, serious people do. And you, darling, are none of those things. Maybe. I don't know. That's from a movie. That's a quote from a movie, and if you can guess the movie, I'll be very proud of you.
I don't want to watch anything Arcoide.
You telling me you've never seen Legally Blonde? Travesty, truly.
Nah. A normal meal? I don't think meals are particularly normal or special. Oh. Right. She doesn't look it at all, but Arcoide is supposedly a vampire. If she is, then sucking human blood would be her way of having a meal.
Very intimate.
Arcoide said earlier that vampires need human blood in order to survive. If that's true, whose blood has this woman sucked before? And consequently, how many humans has she killed? I steal a glance at Arcoide's face. This is ridiculous. Even though she's explained to me numerous times that she's a vampire, I just can't imagine her sucking someone's blood.
What? Is there something on my face?
Panicking, I look away. Arcoide stares intently at my face for a second. And then flashes a devious grin in my direction.
You're curious, right?
About what?
About how many people I've sucked blood from in the past? Do you want to know?
No. She saw right through me. Arcoide is grinning so broadly that it's starting to make me a little uncomfortable. I don't like where this is going. But even so, I can't help but wonder how many people this woman has killed.
Okay.
Hi, Bolt.
Oh, Bolt, hello.
We're playing Tsukihime.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
And I hear, can't wonder how many people this woman's killed. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a vampire, so.
Oh yeah, that checks out. That
Yeah.
answers all my questions.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious. I'm working with you after all. If I don't even know that, how am I supposed to predict when you're going to have a change of heart and attack me? That's what's really bugging me. Arcoide seems to have understood what I'm saying.
In that case, here's a question. How many people do you think I've sucked blood from so far?
At least 10.
You trying to count with your pretty little fingers? Is that what you're doing?
No. No, I'm not doing that.
No? Trying to do a quick math?
Arcoide springs off the bed and lands on the floor with a soft thud and walks over to the window. How many? That's... Arcoide smirks. It seems she's enjoying watching me struggle to come up with an answer. It's obvious that she's trying to provoke me. Fine. I'll give her a straight answer. We're talking about this weirdo here, so I'm sure that number is...
Go with 10. You said 10. You said 10. You have to go with 10. You said 10. It's an option. You have to pick it.
Alright. 10 people. Maybe that's too few?
Yeah, that's not even close at all.
Ah, shit. Then how about 100?
Bad luck, that's another miss.
In that case, 1,000?
Sorry, that's also a big fat no.
Echo-eyed makes a strange chuckling sound. It's not like I'm angry or anything. Why do I feel so incredibly frustrated? Alright, I'm really going out on a limb here, but there's no way it's 10,000?
That's also wrong. Tens, hundreds, thousands. So this is how you really see me, huh? How awful. Wouldn't that make me the same as all the other vampires?
I thought all vampires were the same.
We literally
Cheeky,
just
we
had
went
an
over
entire,
this.
we had an entire. I pulled out a dry erase board that I stole from the closet.
I mean, humans get hungry simply by existing. If you vampires have to suck blood to survive, then wouldn't there be no limit to how much you need?
That's true. What you said is correct, but...
I was just sent something, and it makes me mad on such a degree. I'll put it in speaking if you want to see it. And Keith,
Yo, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
you'll probably suffer too. You'll probably
What's happening? What?
check speaking.
Okay, hang on. Interesting. It's very well edited, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's a really nice edit.
Anyways,
Oh,
this is
that's me.
Yeah,
That's
I was
me.
like,
That's so true. I haven't personally sucked blood even once in the past 800 years. On top of that, I've never killed an ordinary person either.
800. Even I can tell that's a pretty strange thing for a vampire to say. But more importantly, hold on. You're joking, right?
I'm serious. You see, the thought of sucking blood is really scary for me.
Let me get this straight. You're a vampire, but you're afraid of sucking blood?
I'm just a coward, I suppose. That's why, no matter what happens, I'll always be a failure of a bloodsucker.
She mutters those words. Akoai looks out through the window at the night sky. For a long time, the woman in white simply stares up at the sky. Viewed from behind, her figure is as indistinct and hazy as that of a phantom.
He's a phantom.
I see. A failure, huh? I put my hand on my chest as I mutter those words. Huh? This feeling, am I relieved? Why is that, I wonder? That doesn't make any sense.
What's wrong, Shiggy?
No, it's nothing. I was just laughing at how much of a chicken you are.
Chicken? What do you think, I'm a bird?
It's a figure of speech. It's fine. Arcoad tilts her head in confusion. You'd never think that she was a vampire based on the way she looks. Of course, it makes total sense I'd feel relieved. After all, it's just been made clear that the woman in front of me isn't a bad person after all. Why wouldn't I be relieved? At any rate, if I believe what Arco had just said, then I don't need to worry about her turning around and killing me out of the blue.
I'm gonna bounce for now, but I'll catch you later, okay?
Okay.
Later.
Later.
That's why I feel safe. Well, feeling safe is a part of it, but there's another very different thing I'm relieved about. Jeez, what am I thinking? I can't believe my feelings are so out of whack that I'm happy about the fact that Arcoid is a failure as a vampire.
Ah, that was so bright.
I'm suddenly struck by a dizzying headache. Maybe I relaxed a little too much while talking with Arcoid. A white haze clouds my vision.
A white haze? That's very red, my guy.
This is not the usual chronic anemia. I'm still able to think clearly. I just have a faint headache and a strange chill.
What's wrong, Shiki? Your forehead is dripping with sweat.
What? I put a hand to my forehead to confirm. Arcoid's right. I'm sweating so much that my hand comes away soaked. This is strange. It's not like we're in a sauna. Why am I sweating so heavily? With rising unease in my chest, I look over at the digital clock in the room. The clock reads 4:32 a.m. 4:32. The temperature has dropped to 11 degrees Celsius with the morning chill. I shouldn't be sweating nearly this much in this weather. No, actually, this room feels as hot as a midsummer heat wave. Arcoid, aren't you feeling hot?
I mean, I'm always hot, but... No.
I agree. Wait, no.
It isn't really enough to hamper my mobility. It's only, what, 38 degrees Celsius in here? I may be weaker than usual, but I should still be able to handle temperatures to about 3,000 degrees Celsius.
It was stupid of me to ask. 3,000 degrees Celsius? Can you not even burn a vampire with a blowtorch?
I mean, you can try.
No, I'll have to save that question for another time. The display on the clock hasn't budged from 11 degrees Celsius. Either the machine is on the fritz, or something's wrong with my ability to tell what temperature it is. As I look around the room trying to spot something else with the temperature readout. What the hell is that? My eyes end up glued to the monitor installed in the room. The one with the video feed of the hotel lobby. It's burning?
Oh.
Oh, shoot. I can't believe my eyes. It's a scene straight out of a movie.
Oh.
Flames splash and spill outwards in waves. A human-shaped figure writhes around, black smoke pouring off of it. A large carnivore is greedily devouring that figure. Arcoid! Arcoid doesn't say a word. Is that hostility? No. Contempt in her eyes? She's staring at the monitor, her emotions totally different to mine.
That motherfucking bitch.
It takes less than a minute for the lobby to sink below the sea of flames. The fire alarms do not ring. The thermometer doesn't rise. I'm still sweating profusely, and my throat is parched from just breathing. There is nothing left to think about. It's the enemy. Those burning corpses from this afternoon, those things have come to this hotel. Shit! I run to the window to see what's happening outside. There's no change in the cityscape. Despite the towering flames, none of the people outside seem to have noticed anything out of the ordinary. Nobody is making their way to the hotel, nor is there anyone trying to escape from it. What in the hell is going on, Arcoide? Arcoide is stubbornly keeping her mouth shut. Seconds tick away. The temperature in the room continues to climb. It feels as though my skin is about to roast. I don't know what's going on outside in the corridor. I don't know what's going on downstairs either. All I know is that a niggling niggling?
I guess a nagging, but it's a different
There's
form.
no way that's a word. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Causing a slight but persistent annoyance. All I know is that there's a niggling voice in the back of my mind that's telling me that it's already too late. Arcoide still hasn't said anything. Is she anxious? Or maybe frustrated? She's just standing there motionless, clutching herself as though trying to hold something back. Said something about how she wasn't going to leave this room. Pretty sure that was her way of saying she's not strong enough to do anything right now. If that's the case, what should I be doing in this situation?
I mean, what should we do? I mean, we don't even know if the flames are real.
That's true.
So, but if Arcoide doesn't seem like she wants to go out, I feel like we should just stay in the room with her.
That's fair. I feel like it's safer to just stay in the room, even if Arcoide isn't, like, at full power right now.
Yeah, I feel like, especially considering we have the magical eyeballs and a knife.
Yeah, alright.
I feel like staying in the room would be fine.
Sure. I'll stay in the room and see what happens. With Arcoide unable to move, it would be suicide to venture outside of this room without a plan. Time continues to tick away. With my knife clutched in one hand, I stare at the monitor that now shows nothing but flames. Arcoide's eyes are closed. Seeing her, I'm reminded of how beautiful, no, how powerful she looked under the moonlight earlier. More than half a day has passed since the incident in the alleyway. She must have regained at least some of her strength by now. It's hot. It's as though someone lit a fire right in front of me, and I'm being smoked like a piece of meat. It's getting hard to breathe. Sorry. I thought I'd be safe as long as I stayed in this room. But at this rate, I'll die before anything even happens. I wonder, should I go outside even knowing the risks? Still some time left. Just as I'm reconsidering my decision, the lights go out. The freakishly high temperature also returns to normal. At the same time, I hear something banging furiously against the door.
Shiki, are you ready?
Just 4 words. Arcoide whispers to me in the dark. Ready? For what? There was no need for me to even ask. If staying in this room was a mistake, then Was it also a mistake to ask that question? I hear the sound of the door being broken down, and I whirl around to face it. Moment of impatience,
It's a puppy.
coupled with the fact that I'd stepped away from the door as a safety precaution, has ultimately led to this being the result. 2 dogs have broken down the door and burst into the room.
It's puppies.
Immediately after, they're flung away by Arkwhite's claws. An inescapable quantity of fire floods into the room, completely filling it from floor to ceiling.
Can you imagine if this is a bad end and we fucking die?
Okay. Good lord.
Oh,
I
did you
freaking
see?
died.
Did you see the pet? Did you see speaking with a keyboard?
Wait, what?
And speaking with the keyboard, he's just a little
Trickle
baby.
Trickle bitch.
He's just a little baby.
Child. Tiny. Anyway. Fire won't instantly kill a person unless it's burning exceptionally hot. But this flame is like a blunt instrument that can reduce a human body to ashes within a single blow. It reminds me of the mechanics of a flamethrower. Although it looks like it's shooting flames, in reality it's hurling fuel at its target. More so, literally, it's a fire starter. This fire probably works on a similar principle. Anything touched by that whip of flame will dissolve into ash. There's no way the human body can withstand something that so easily incinerated tables and walls. The only good thing about it is that it's so powerful that my upper body is blown away in an instant, sparing me the pain of being burned to death by the flames.
Oh, so we are dead.
Alright, first bad end, let's go.
Bad end, bad end, bad end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bad end. Alright, oops.
Alright, that's the end of the playthrough. We're done.
Alright. Sorry, guys.
Teach me, CL Sensei.
Corner is a strategy guide hint corner. However, it has no connection to the characters or story in the main novel. Please be warned that the image of the characters will differ from how they appear in the main storyline. Yes, the first Teach Me CL Sensei. There's a similar segment in Fate Stay Night, where it features Taiga and Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Shiro just freaking dies, it happens. It's great.
Love that.
Enter hint corner number 2. This is only number 2.
I don't think we need a hint corner.
I mean,
I think we've been doing pretty good.
probably, but like it'd probably be really funny.
Okay.
You want to go? You want to?
Let's go to hint corner number 2.
Because I can just
No, we can go to hint corner. We can
Alright,
go to hint
cool,
corner
cool.
number club.
Cool.
I guess CL Sensei is actually going to like give us. Oh my god, she is. Teach me, CL Sensei.
Oh my god, it's Neko Arc!
Welcome to my territory. Come on in, you miserable bad boy.
Oh, thank you for that Neko Arc voice. Oh
You're
my
so
god.
welcome.
Yes. Oh wait, hang on, no. Wait, no, Hang on. I gotta tell 7. I need to tell 7. She's here.
She's here.
If you make a choice while naively thinking, well, they're both the same, you end up like this. Amplet 4, I strike! Unless you enter this rescue corner. Teach me, Xiao Sensei is about to begin.
Immaculate.
Good afternoon to those who have returned, and for newcomers, nice to meet you too. Most players will be seeing this lesson for the first time, so I'll start by introducing myself. I am CL, the instructor of this Q&A corner, and here with me is the assistant, Nikolak. Sandbag. He's my sandbag.
Sandbag.
In each lesson, I will briefly explain the cause of the dead end. So I hope you'll stay until the end.
Usually, the last choice you made was a bad one, so all you have to do is go back and pick the other. Sometimes there are dead ends that happen because of a choice made a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, so you can't be too careful.
Who just joined? Hang on, wait.
That's Frank.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank.
I'm Nekoark.
Creature.
Oh god, it's Nekoark. I didn't think this would come, but it did.
It's the creature. She's here.
Hey.
You have to be careful.
We'll explain those cases when the time comes. This time, we have the common instant death dead end.
Yeah, I died instantly. That's real great.
When faced with an unusual situation, it's a good idea to cautiously observe, but this time, it was not the right call.
Oh, okay, great.
You should have gone out that door, guns blazing. After all, there was no way to escape. Unless you can fly, I would not recommend taking up position on the roof of the hotel.
He could have escaped if he'd been a cat. Cats can fly through the air, you know.
What?
It's common knowledge.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, Nekoark.
Huh? When you say fly, do you mean... What do you mean? Do you mean they jump from roof to roof? But even for a cat, jumping from the top floor of a hotel is a bit...
What?
She pulled out her rocket and flew!
Yeah, me too, CL. What? What? Damn, Multiblood wasn't lying. Cats really can't fly.
That cat is no help at all!
Thank you, CL Sensei.
Seven's response was, too bad I'm not.
Alright, well,
I guess we just continue.
Oh,
We just, okay, just speed run it. Just click, I guess. I guess we can try give up and hand them to her, and then choose the other one, and if that also fucks us up, then we can just go back to this one.
right. Can I have my
No
glasses
howdy
back?
hey, oh my god, no, fuck you, I can't even break them, god damn it.
Can I have them back? Please, please.
As long as I don't have to fight your sensei over you, that would be like super cool, because you're mine now.
What?
You're mine now. We're having soft tacos later.
Like, ownership-wise? Or, like, we're dating?
What do you want it to be? What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
I'm afraid to answer either answer.
Oh, fun. Okay, I have to tell you something. So I
Yeah.
was watching a TikTok, and you know how like people, they go on the street and they ask couples like, oh, like how did you guys meet and all that kind of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I watched as this guy asked all of the couples, what is your, like, had the girlfriend like turn around and ask them, what is your girlfriend's eye color? And like almost every guy was like, green, or like, brown, and like they didn't know what her eye color was.
What?
I'm like, you're dating this person and you don't know what her eye color is?
There's no way.
Like, I was like, holy shit. That, and like them not knowing they're at least the person's favorite place to go for food. Like that, I was like, oh my god, really? Because I can understand not remembering, like, someone's, like, favorite movie or favorite, like, food in general. Because, like, for me, my favorite movie changes all the time. And I have, like, favorite movies from, like, when I was a kid versus now, and things like that. And, like, I mean, most of the time it's just pasta. Like, you can't really go wrong with taking me to somewhere that gives me pasta. Or some
Right.
kind of bread. But, like, my favorite food changes all the time, because sometimes I want pizza, and sometimes I want fried chicken. So, like, it really just depends. So I can understand those. But
No, I get that.
But not knowing their eye color! Eye contact
Very
is
sus.
everything!
Keith, I
Yeah,
have
what's
a
up?
question for you.
Yeah, what's
What
up,
is
Frank?
B's eye color?
It's the same as my VTuber model.
God,
I see your mouse.
hey, shush.
Damn, can't answer. Can't
I
answer.
look. I don't even really look at the. I don't even really look at the stream when we're streaming. Okay, I look at
Okay, I see.
look at the
I see,
video
I see, I
game.
see. Okay, you
I
do
was going to say.
you.
I
You do
was
you.
gonna,
You
like. I was
fantasy
gonna
kick
say.
games.
I was legit gonna say pink, and then I realized. Wait,
Pink?
no.
That's my hair. Pink is my hair color.
No.
Pink! Oh my goodness.
I mean, my hair takes up a lot of my face, so that's fair.
Oh,
But
is
my
it brown?
my eyes are green.
Oh, they are green. Okay.
Yeah, my eyes are
Damn,
green. They're
Keith.
like a blue green.
How could you do this to your wife?
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. He hasn't stared lovingly into my eyes quite yet.
Yeah.
He
Look,
hasn't gotten the chance to.
what color are my eyes? It's not even my. It's not my VTuber. So like.
Not
no.
even
Oh,
a
yours are
question.
brown.
Even I know what your eyes are, and I don't even. I even forgot what you look like.
No, I know your eyes are brown.
Wait, what?
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 How do I know that your eyes are brown?
How do you remember?
Because I have a picture of you that I still have on my phone.
What? Why? What?
The
Because I
Phoenix
keep it
right
on my
now.
phone.
That's the one I remember. We're not creeps, Keith. We just know things.
Sure,
Okay?
whatever. Alright. Anyways.
They never got food.
No. They never did get food.
He died on an empty stomach. Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Frank, we died. Were you there for that?
Say what?
I think
Oh, we died.
No, he just came in as we got to the hid corner.
Oh, yeah, no, we
What
died.
do you mean you died? What do you
Oh,
mean
we
you
died.
We died.
died.
Shiki
What?
died.
So you restarted the game?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
we
well,
we
not the
Oh,
entire
okay.
game.
Okay, gotcha.
went
So
back to the first
I
save.
thought
Very
I
last
thought you
save.
meant like he got revived. He died and got revived somehow.
No.
Okay,
No, he's
gotcha.
just dead.
Who killed him? Who done killed him?
We don't know.
Fire.
10.
Yeah.
What?
You go with 10 again.
Yeah.
Fire killed him?
Yeah.
He, like a flamethrower, came in and doused him in flames and he went up like a little crisp.
The dude got barbecued by a random flamethrower in the middle of the city. Okay,
Probably a vampire who had like fire magecraft.
I suppose.
The world may never know.
Anyways, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
What's wrong,
Arcoid's a
Shiggy?
failure. Arcoid's
Oh
a
my
failure
God.
vampire, anyways.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
What's wrong, Shiki? It's fucking hot, Arcoid.
What's wrong, Shiggy? Are you okay? Damn it hot. What the hell is that? It's fire. Fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa.
Okay. Okay. Anyways,
Leave the room.
leave the room. Alright. Yoshi. I take a small, deep breath and shake off my doubts. I look around the room for anything I could use as a weapon, but find nothing. Swallowing my hesitation, I take my knife out of my bag and walk to the door.
Shaky?
I'm going to find out what's happening. Don't leave the room until I come back. Well, it seems like she wants to say something, but I brush off gaze and go out into the hallway. The lights in the hallway are off. Something must be wrong with the electrical system. The only thing still lit is the bank of the elevators at the end of the hall. My throat hurts even more than it did when I was in the room. The air surrounding me is hot and rough as sandpaper. The hallway is frighteningly quiet. Not a single sound can be heard. There are no signs of life at all. There are no running away. Okay. No being burned to a crisp. I'm guessing that's like people?
No,
No,
somethings.
No people running away, no people being burned to a crisp.
Maybe? Kind of weird.
It is kind of weird that it's blocked out. And it doesn't feel like it's big enough that it's like people or humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sensor bar.
Right?
Yeah. A space so tense and soundless, I almost want to believe that the scene I saw on the monitor wasn't real. There's nothing unusual here. Right? I walk down the hallway. Sweat on my forehead coalesces into droplets that roll down my face. It's so oppressively quiet that I start to feel like I'm trespassing. Trespasser. Trespasser. Trespasser.
Ooh, we're gonna beat the shit out of the man.
Alright. It is customary for vermin that disturb the atmosphere of a place to be crushed. Oh, that wasn't a laugh. That was an exhale. I take another deep breath to calm myself down. My hands are slick with sweat. I adjust the grip on my knife, wrapping my fingers around the handle so that it won't slip. I feel nauseous. There's a sensation at my temple, as though the nerves are reaching out from the back of my eyeballs toward my brain. Are my eyeballs trying to sink into my brain? Or is my brain trying to swallow my eyeballs? Biting down on the dull pain, I continue walking along the scorching path. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My head has grown heavy, and I'm so lightheaded that I could keel over at any minute. Yeah, I know this feeling. It's how I always feel right before I collapse from anemia. It hurts. It hurts so much I can't bear it anymore, and I take off my glasses. The elevators come into view. It's a long hallway.
Is he going to kill again?
Yes.
More than 20 meters remain between me and the elevators. So far away, I tell myself. Just turn back, I tell myself. Somehow, I feel as though if I go any further, there will be no turning back. I hear a sound. As if to disturb the peace of this immaculate, lifeless space. The chime of an elevator bell rings. It's so ominous that I stop in my tracks. I can do nothing but stare at the uninvited guest. Oh, that's a lot of lines just on that elevator.
Yeah. Ooh, that elevator is weak as fuck.
Bro, How is this thing not broken apart yet?
Someone just really needs to hit it really hard and it'll shatter in a million pieces.
Absolutely. Like that one part, that one part in the middle, where all of them are like intersecting. Yeah, no,
Yep.
easy.
Yeah. By the way, I found something and I'm gonna read it to you now. So it's Venti hates Senora. She kicked him. He should have fought back. Have you ever considered that he would never hurt a child of Mondstadt?
Damn.
Because Senora
Damn.
originally was from Mondstadt.
I didn't think about that, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That just came up on my Twitter timeline. I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
If the floor indicator stops moving, the cab arrives. I can see the lines on the elevator door in the distance. No, it's more like the lines are so bunched up that they look like a wall of speckles. The door opens. The small iron box hangs agape. The inside of the box is awash with the flesh of the recently deceased.
Oh, that's new.
Oh. I stop breathing. As my brain rejects my thoughts, so too do my lungs abandon their functions. An iron box. An elevator. Tightly packed piles of red flesh. In the midst of it all are two dogs ravenously gobbling up the meat. Everything I can see is stained red. Red, viscous liquid begins to flow out of the elevator with a gurgling sound. Within that sea of blood, bodies, bones, brains, fingers, and organs, the two black dogs are the only living creatures. Ugh. My mind refuses to accept this scene as reality. At the end of the hallway, inside the elevator, the dogs are scavenging off people's bodies. Inside the elevator is a vent leading to the floor below. Leaking through that vent are countless screams that I couldn't hear before. If I listen carefully, I can hear them. The scratching, scraping sounds of flesh being chewed on. The screams calling for help, the sounds of death and agony that barely resemble human language. My brain, directly connected to my hearing, can picture that's happening. I can picture what's happening. Although I can't see it, images form within my head. Images of people being burned alive. Images of people being eaten alive. There was a man who had noticed the unusual temperature. The moment he opened his door to flee, he was engulfed by the conflagration and died. There was a girl who had locked herself in her room, sat down in the bath, and cried. The flames rising from the lobby blanketed the floor, and her body was turned to ash from the inside like a steamed fish. There were adults that scrambled for the elevator as fast as they could, but the elevator was filled with the dozens of former guests. These guests, no longer human, greedily set upon the adults that had just arrived. Half of the screams were out of fear of being eaten, and the other half in despair at being burned alive. No one was spared. Beneath my feet, inside this large box of a hotel, lies a hellscape so close to me that it makes my skin crawl. I feel nauseous, but I can't let myself throw up, because if I did that, I would also become one with the sea of red. I force my stalled breathing to resume. Gritting my teeth, I regain control of myself. The dogs in the elevator notice my presence. Having come back to my senses, I realize that the noise from downstairs has ceased. In other words, that means that there's no one left alive anymore. The two black dogs break into a run. In this hunting ground, I'm their final prey. The dogs rush toward me. I can see countless lines on their bodies. But despite this, my paralyzed mind doesn't instruct me to fight or run. The first of the two dogs leaps. Its speed is incomparable to that of a human. It took less than 2 seconds for it to run the length of a 20-meter high hallway. The black dog opens its mouth. Its fangs, like rows of saw teeth, lunge for my throat. Swift and precise. At the same moment my brain finally processes that it's coming for me, the dog's fangs sink into my throat with a wet squelch. Oh.
Oh, did we die again?
Did I die? Did we die again? Tonoshiki, have died.
Oh, okay, so we just need to not let her have our glasses.
Okay.
It really? That's the choice? That
No,
changed.
that's not right. What?
Oh, good.
Yo?
Oh, good. Because I was gonna be like, if the whole choice relies on us not giving her our fucking glasses.
Yeah, no way. Alright. There's no way I could be killed like this. No way I could die like this. I won't hesitate just because people are dead. A hot summer day.
We'll die when they are killed.
People die when they're killed. A long time ago. 7 years to be exact.
Gee,
I'm
I wonder
certain.
what we're gonna talk about.
I'm certain that back then, I witnessed a much more vividly gruesome sight than this. Stab! I plunged my knife into the forehead of the black dog that had snapped at the nape of my neck.
I just imagine Arkoi just being like, "Hey, I'm setting up Uno in here when you're done. How many cards do you want to start off with? 7? Or are you more of like a start off with 4 and go from there kind of guy? I'll let you clean up first. I'll run a bath. I'll start a bath."
Also, I realized I said stab.
Yeah. Stab. Yeah, makes sense.
Fine. Arcoid's setting us up with Uno. It's fine. It's all good.
Yes.
The moment its fangs touched my skin, just before it bit into my card...
Are we doing 7-0 rules? Do you know how to play 7-0 rules? I'll teach you when you come in. I'll teach you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's supposed to be cardioid artery, right? Or carotid?
Carotid.
Carotid, sure. Just before it bit into my carotid artery, my arm moved on its own.
Ooh.
I'm amazed at myself. I run my blade through the forehead of the dog with no wasted motion, like a machine whose only function is to slash and kill. 'Cause that was where the first dog's line was. Under normal circumstances, an animal won't stop moving the instant its brain is destroyed. Muscles that have already received signals from the brain will execute the last given command for as long as they are able. So even if I more or less tear its head apart, the dog's fangs will still bite my neck off. Yeah, well, under normal circumstances, that is. However, the dog is dead. To die is to be stopped. At the moment it was about to kill me, it lost all validity. The first dog falls to the ground. In its place, the second dog leaps for my face. I thrust my knife into its open mouth. With a rending sound, the blade burrows itself into the dog's flesh. The dog's hide may be tough, but its insides are soft. Its bones and flesh are both literally rotten. However, this was a mistake. This thing's line isn't on its face, but on its chest. By stabbing it in the mouth, all I've managed to do is tear a hole in its flesh. The knife I plunged into the roof of the dog's mouth reaches all the way to the back of its head. Of course, the hand holding the knife is now also inside the dog's mouth. The dog is still alive. It's still able to clamp down with its jaws. At this rate, the cartilage, the soft tissue that connects my hand holding my hand holding the knife in my arm, will be bitten in half. The pain finally brings...
Sorry, the train is going by.
Oh.
Just a very loud train.
The pain.
Anyways, yes, the pain is bad.
The pain finally brings me back to my senses.
Ow, ooh.
You've got to be kidding me. What the hell am I doing sticking a knife in a dog's mouth and letting it bite off my arm? You little... Desperately try and pull my arm out. The pain of my arm being pulverized is so intense that I start seeing stars. The dog's fangs don't show any sign of letting go. No, not just that. Even though I've scared this dog through the head, it's still brimming with energy. The dog shakes its body and forcefully positions itself on top of me. Collapse to the floor with a thud. But I still can't get my arm out. Even though I've run the dog through with my knife, he continues to clamp down with its jaws. My arm is being ripped off. Can't believe it. Dogs aren't supposed to be able to keep biting down and then they're in a state like this. You little... Feels something wet and slimy. Looking at the dog's mouth, I can see drops of blood spilling out. Is it coming from the hole I stabbed in the dog's head? Or is this blood coming from my arm that's getting bitten off? To be honest, my addled mind doesn't even care which it is. Let's go! Even if I try to escape, the dog will still be latched onto my arm. There's no way I can escape. There was never a way for me to escape to begin with. I don't have a choice. I just want to survive. And if I want to survive, there's only one thing I have to do. Really, all I have to do is kill this thing. So what should I do? One of my arms will be torn off in a matter of seconds. My knife is held by the same arm. I'm being pushed down. Even if I manage to pull my arm out, the black dog will bite at my neck the very instant it gets free. In the midst of this hopeless situation, I let slip a laugh. Everything's going to be fine. I just have to step back, examine the situation, and think carefully about what to do next. That's the teaching that's gotten you this far, right? Look, there's even a whole bunch of lines right in the back of the dog's head. Just like that, it's always easy to see what needs to be done to survive. And yet, why do I hesitate? This is a violent animal, a beast that devours humans. But even so, right next to me, suffocatingly close, is another living being. Its pulse racing. The pressure bearing down on my arm grows even stronger. Stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm being so inconsistent that I should just let myself be killed. In this world, it's kill or be killed. So then why do humans hesitate like it's some sort of cruel act? A drop of red blood falls on my face. It slowly drips down my forehead and into my eyes. Dark vermilion seeps into the back of my eyeballs. A vermilion color that scorches my vision. It's hot. A hot, thick, nostalgic liquid. I feel dizzy and lightheaded. Still, I can't kill something that's alive. How hypocritical. You've already killed a much greater animal than that lowly beast. Yeah, you're right. But that time was different. Tonoshiki wasn't in his right mind back when he killed Arcoide. Even when I took down the first black dog, it had nothing to do with my own will.
So we're getting a huge, like, Jekyll and Hyde
I guess so.
from him, kinda.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I wonder who's the second person inside.
Tonoshiki. It's, Shrek.
Tonoshiki be like, evil Tonoshiki be like, I hate people. I'd be like, I hate living people.
Evil Tonoshiki be like, hey yo, that looks like some fun lines to drag a knife across.
I love murder. I want to fucking kill people because life isn't precious to me.
Life is not precious. We don't know who she is. She doesn't exist. She isn't real. Life, we don't know her.
But this time, the decision is mine to make. Isn't that what Sensei said, Shiki? That this power belongs to you alone. that it's up to you to use how you use these. It's up to you how you use these eyes. That's why. As long as I am who I am, as long as I continue to be a decent human being, I should respect life and never treat it lightly. But that's also hypocrisy. Because a long time ago, you already... a bad dream from my childhood. Come on, what are you waiting for? It was a hot summer day. If you hadn't killed him, he'd have killed you instead. In front of me was the figure of a boy covered in blood. You're already a hot red blood on my hands. Killed someone once before, haven't you?
You cut out.
Did I cut out?
You cut out and then you like came back in.
No, I probably shouldn't be yelling. There might be people asleep actually.
I mean, it's 10:20 at night for you.
Fine, it's fine. It's all
I
good.
just imagine one of your parents just coming, like, sprinting into the room, just being like, "Oh my god, who's dead? Who died? Who do we?"
It's all good. Everything's okay. It's all right. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
So that was a visceral scream coming from the computer.
Yes.
I stab it. Instead of pulling out my arm, I drive it even further into the black dog's head. A cry of pain echoes in my eardrums. The black dog's cry of agony is like the high-pitched scream of a woman. It can't howl properly because my arm is stuck in its mouth, but it's howling all the same. I bet it must hurt a lot, but I don't care. I use the arm caught in the dog's jaws to thrust the knife even deeper. The knife emerges from the back of the black dog's head. It splits its skull and easily slices through the skin. Sticky gobs of blood and brain tissue spray everywhere. Incidentally, the rest of my arm also passes completely through its head. But despite all that, the black dog is still alive. There's only one thing to do. I reach out my other arm. I rip the knife from my bloody fingers and grasp it firmly in my left hand. The dog's whole body trembles in supplication. It loosens its fangs as if trying to apologize. Like I care. I simply dismantle the black dog along with its line. I look down at what used to be a living thing. I remove the dog's jaw from around my arm with ease. What the hell? It barely bit into me at all. I look at my bloody arm. There are bite marks on my school uniform, but the marks gouged into my flesh are no more than a centimeter deep. Oh. I was about to say, yeah, that thing was about to rip off your arm. You're gonna be good, but no, barely a centimeter.
Love that. Even though he pushed it further into the dog's mouth, it's just, just a centimeter.
Just a centimeter. It's just a centimeter. Yeah, he can still use his right arm to play Uno.
Yeah.
The majority of the blood belongs to the black dog whose head I had pierced. The pain I felt when it had bitten me had been minor, but my fear had made it that seem many times worse than it was. I lie down on the ground and look up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The world has started to fray at the edges, and I can see the lines of death poking through here and there. The warmth had completely faded from my limbs, but my mind still feverishly turning over. Right next to me are the corpses of 2 black dogs. One of my arms is smeared with blood, and the other is clutching a red knife. In addition, there are countless human corpses littering the lower floors. I can't help but laugh, because none of this is real. There's no way any of this could be real. Therefore, it must be normal. I'm completely, absolutely normal.
Hey,
You know-
Shiki, do you want to play Uno? Are you done? There's no more noise coming from the hallway, so I'm assuming you're done or you're dead. Also, we're playing 7-0 rules. I decided while you were doing your thing. You good?
No, not great. The only crazy thing here is this dream I'm having. As soon as I wake up, it'll be all over. But how long have I been dreaming with my eyes wide open like this? Oh. Ding! Ding! A cheerful sound rings out, terribly out of place. Elevator? Another elevator arrives right next to the one from earlier. My exhausted brain cannot process what this means. The door opens. Even though my brain isn't functioning properly, my body automatically stands up and shifts the knife back to my right hand, ready to face the tragedy that is about to unfold. I don't like this at all. The second iron box swings open. Inside it is... nothing? There's nothing inside. This feels like a bit of an anticlimax. The danger is past. Everything may be already over, but at least now I know what happened down the lower floors. Since there's no longer any reason to be here, I turned to go back when...
Anyone!
A comically absurd female voice rings out. Her voice... Her voice, along with her footsteps, grows louder and louder. There's no doubt about it. A survivor is breathlessly running up the stairs next to the elevators.
Oh, thank goodness, this floor isn't on fire!
I can hear her cries of joy. The sound of her footsteps doesn't stop. The source of the voice tumbles onto the landing by the elevators.
You over there!
Noticing my presence in the hallway, the woman begins to run once again.
Thank goodness, I'm saved! I'm finally saved!
Her face, that had been tense with fear, begins to radiate joy. A pallid hand appears and drags that hope back into the depths of hell.
No way! No!
She continues to stare at me, begging for help. She doesn't mount any resistance at all. The woman is restrained with ease. The instant she's grabbed by his hand, she loses consciousness as though suddenly waking from a dream. Stop. Stop right there. That woman. She has nothing to do with us. She's just an innocent woman. Feed on her at the very least. Stop! Plea doesn't make it in time. Even if it did, it wouldn't have made a difference. I stare at the woman's neck. It feels as though stars are streaking across my eyes. Unprecedented rage sharpens my vision. Two bottomless eyes cloaked with bloody resentment. The woman's limbs twitch softly. This gulping noise makes me very uncomfortable. Oh, glub. Ugh. Ugh. All emotion and vitality drains from her face, stolen away by that man. I've never seen anything like this before. Yet, despite only now seeing it for the first time, I don't need an explanation to know what's taking place. I can even hear the sound of him gulping it down. Yeah, me too, Shiki. So can I. After a long period of feasting, the man casually discards her body. The woman falters like a withered tree. A ballerina dancing on the precipice over the abyss of death. On her wretched back. There are no screams. Only the sound of bloodshed echoes through the air. Her ruptured back. A shower of blood. The vampire lets out a sigh of relief as he bathes in it. Hi there, guy. The world changes drastically. The apparent temperature finally matches that of reality. A layer of flame envelops the corridor, like a river overtopping a dam. Hi, guy.
Hi, my dude.
Hey, Mr. Melty Dog. I'm guessing that's what he did.
Yeah,
Guessing
no,
he's the guy.
it looks like the similar hair shape and
Yeah.
body outline. So I'm guessing he's the one who melted
Right.
the dog.
Yeah. The heat scorches my skin. If I breathe now, my lungs will fry for sure. But something's off. They're burning. The flames are definitely flickering. And yet, the building isn't being burned. The only one affected by these flames is me, a living creature. I can feel a headache coming on. The man starts walking toward me. He is the source of this river of flames. The closer he gets, the hotter the atmosphere becomes. He's still 15 meters away. He isn't even that close, but I'm already unable to breathe. In other words, any living thing would be annihilated if they so much as approached this man. The slim figure advances toward me. Look at this Alucard looking motherfucker. Is
I
that
just imagine Alucard. She's just like she comes out with the Uno cards. Like, okay, I've set up the game, and God fucking damn it, great, I love it. I'm gonna have to face off this motherfucker. Great. I'll put the cards away. They were fucking Sailor Moon themed too. I don't know if Sailor Moon Uno exists, but if it did, I want a set of those cards.
His outfit is eccentric, elegant, traditional style clothing, cloaked in a barbarian overcoat. He kind of dripped out of his mind, not gonna lie.
He kind of is. So he probably, well, we assume that the person serial killing is a dead apostle, but this dude looks like a true ancestor. The way he's dripped out.
His skin is really pale. Like Alucard was kind of palish, but like he's basically white.
That's fair, but his hair is like whiter, and I mean, like, I'm basically that pale, so, and I live.
Fair enough.
I
I
walk
guess.
around.
He may resemble a human, but it's clear this man is anything but. Everything is out of sync. I'm about to go crazy. 13 meters. He strides toward me in complete silence. I ready my knife and glare at the man. No response. I wonder if he can even see me. 10 meters. I fix my eyes on him. Within the midst of the roiling flames, his lines of death come into view. There they are. Okay, what the hell is that?
A hole.
That's a big red. That's a big blue weak point right there. You know,
Maybe?
Star Fox. You know, like Star Fox has like the friggin' parts on like the ships and like the bosses have like big glowing points on them where you need to shoot
Yeah.
at. Yeah, that's that. That's what I think at least. Anyways, the contents of my skull boil like soup. What the hell is that? An intricate, swirling, dense torrent of death. It shines conspicuously at his core, like a jewel. Ugh. My headache becomes too much to bear, and I tear my eyes away. That thing is bad news. I shouldn't stare at that point at the man's core. It's like how if you look directly at the sun, you'll burn your retinas. Okay, maybe it's not a weak point. Maybe he literally just exudes so much death that it's like boiling outwards.
Maybe. Who knows?
My brain will explode if I look at that thing without preparing myself first. 8 meters. The distance between us continues to shrink. The temperature is rising, but it's still not hot enough to burn my flesh. 6 meters. The man stops there. His gaze focuses on me. Having come this close, the man finally notices I'm here. Our eyes meet. Are some of his lines blue?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. I shouldn't be making eye contact with him. The woman in white's warning flashes across my mind. But I can't take my eyes off him. Oh crap. Shiki, no.
You don't have the glasses.
Shiki, you don't have your glasses, no. Cannot ignore the bottomless voids in front of me.
Do you think if he has hair in front of his eyes, they don't work?
Fair. His eyes are different. They must be fundamentally different to the mystic eyes that the woman in white was talking about. These eyes don't have the power to paralyze at all, because these are eyes of madness. The eyes of a madman, and an ugly and ungainly being that's driven by nothing but his impulses, cast about on the waves of his own abnormality. A bastard, just like me. Instincts tell me that I'm in danger. Alarm bells ring inside my head, but my body still won't move. Oh.
Hi Gigi, we're playing Tsukihime.
Hey Gigi.
Hi, I just came to say goodnight to you guys.
Good night, Gigi.
Alright, good night, Gigi.
Good night. B, I will reply to you in my sleepy state.
Those are the best times to respond.
I know. Okay. Bye bye, have fun playing your video game.
Alright,
Thank
but
you.
good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But my body still won't move. Not even a single fingertip responds. Danger signals ricochet around my skull. No matter what means or methods I use, I must get away from here immediately, or else my life will come to an end. But it's already too late. The sickly-eyed man, without even acknowledging my existence. Uh-oh. Burns me to death with his hand. Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, if we died after all this, I'm gonna have to take some words up with some other people.
I'm dead. After all, these flames are the real deal. The blue flames that drench the hallway are nothing more than an effect that manifests outside of reality. Even if I were swallowed by them, it wouldn't be enough to kill me outright. They must be some kind of phantom pain that only affects living beings. But this is different. These flames are real. Simply getting close to them would be enough to burn my skin. Any living thing would be burned to ash. Anything living would be turned to ash from a single touch. Sharp claws of flame lash out at me. My body will be cut in two at the waist and burned up as the fire spreads from that cross-section. An outcome even more obvious than the fire itself. And yet, just before the flames connect,
Me!
a thud
Why do I
reverberates
hear?
down the hallway. A thud reverberates down the hallway and my body is yanked backwards.
This motherfucker getting in the way of my goddamn Uno game.
Arcuide? A sound of utter disbelief escapes my throat. My thoughts go blank. I understand what happened. Arcuide pulled me back, and as she did so, stepped in front of me to take the brunt of that hand. But her actions make no sense to me whatsoever. I'm the one who's supposed to be acting as a shield here. So why is she hurting herself in order to protect me? Arcuide's face twists in agony. Flaming hands reach out again and again. She doesn't need to pull me back this time. Arcuide swings her right hand and blows away the flames just as she did in the alleyway. But even that isn't perfect. The flames aren't fully extinguished and the dregs scorch her skin. You're telling me that even a person like Arkwright can get burned by a direct hit? Are these flames hot enough that they'd prove fatal even to her, the woman furthest away from death? It all happened in under 5 seconds. 10 shots were fired, and 10 shots were intercepted. For whatever reason, the man solemnly lowers his arm. He stares at Arkwright in silence. She glares back at the man in pain. Her stomach dyed a deep red. The man is only paying attention to Arkwright. He's acting as though the knife-wielding guy behind her isn't even there. Steam pours from his mouth. After expelling a breath like exhaust from an engine, the man reaches under his coat with his left hand. I hear a faint metallic clink.
It's a gun.
It's a gun. I swear. There's no mistaking it. That was the sound of a blade.
Oh, damn. It's close
Okay,
enough.
fair enough. There's a long object hidden under that coat. Must be the same thing he used to slash the woman in front of the elevator. The man begins to move. With the blade still hidden under his coat, he goes to take a step toward Arkwright.
Insolent fool, if thou art not swine, speak thy name. Speakest thy name. Or worst thy sire so lax in their duties that they neglected to teach thee the most fundamental of manners.
Well, my bad. Alright. Southern accent Shakespeare language? Interesting.
It's a good time.
I'm gonna paste that here because that font looks really cool. The man's legs stop in their tracks. This guy hasn't spoken a single word.
No.
Flicker of ego stirs in his ghostly eyes. Arkwright's words were in a language that I couldn't make heads or tails of. Mostly because I never really read Shakespeare, but the man lets out a guttural sound in response. His voice sounds pained, as if he had forgotten that he was a living creature until now. I know the formalities, but as of yet, I have no name to share with the likes of you.
You may not have any manners, but it seems that you can feel some shame at least. So you have lost your original name, huh? But you do have something to be called by, don't you? You may have only recently succeeded to your role, but you still number against the ancestors.
Number among the ancestors. This guy might be a true ancestor then.
That's what I'm saying!
Dang, alright.
If they're dripped out to the nines, I feel like they have to be part of the ancestor group. Alright? Only ugly people are the ugly ones.
Only ugly people are dead apostles. Oh my god.
Dead apostles.
Ouch. My bad.
Plus they both have red eyeballs.
Alright, fair enough. The atmosphere changes. The intensity of the blue flames burning in the hallway skyrockets. Did Arkwright's words strike some sort of nerve in the man? Vlov. A troubled expression on his face, the flames-spreading vampire speaks. Vlov Archangel. And in doing so, reveals his name.
An unfamiliar name. Since I have no record of you, I doubt you're a legitimate successor. Could it be that your sire died by their own hand?
Incorrect. My liege, I killed her.
So you just recently became an ancestor then? And now you intend to raise your prestige by killing me?
Who just joined?
Hi, Frank.
Hello, Frank.
Hey, just popped in. I saw Old English. What's happening?
New vampire.
versus vampire.
New vampire. He's also a true ancestor.
But he only recently became a true ancestor.
Yes, only recently became a true ancestor.
What? How does that work? Don't think that was established in the
lineage.
lesson plan.
Lineage, yeah.
Okay. So he was just born.
Yeah.
He was created and then he killed
One of the
his
previous...
liege.
yeah.
No, he killed his liege.
Oh.
The one
Yeah,
that
he
was
killed his
undead.
liege.
His liege.
Okay.
Yep. And now Arcoid and him are talking. This guy is named Vlav, by the way. Vlav Archangel.
What? His name is
Archangel.
Vlav?
Yes. You want me to spell it?
Please. Please do.
Okay, V-L-O-V. A-R...
VLOV.
Yes. A-R-K-H-A-N-G-E-L.
Yeah.
Vlav Archangel.
Oh my.
Archangel.
This has to be a typo. This has
Nope.
to be a typo.
No, that's real. Because I kind of remember him from
No.
Melty Blood.
Is this...
And also, he said it himself.
He said it himself.
Twice.
Yeah.
Maybe translation errors. Vlav. His name can't be Vlav.
It
Who
can,
in
and
their
it
right mind
is.
calls themselves Vlav?
Well, maybe his parents just didn't love him. Clearly his barber doesn't.
Maybe he misremembered Dracula and thought Dracula's name was Vlav
Instead of Vlad.
and decided to take that.
No.
He almost killed Shiki, though, so... It's something that exists within one's own breast.
I've got 2 of them, so I'll beat you in that sense.
I will take away nothing but the things I desire.
Well, if you desire my breast, you're gonna have to get in fucking line. As admirable as your determination may be, you should have focused that desire on me alone.
If you desire my breasts, get in line.
Desire
Wow.
my breast, get the fucking line. I have Shiki to deal with first. Alright?
Sorry, what was that?
Shush, pet, we're talking. The adults are talking.
Goddamn. Goddamn Shiki being relegated to an animal.
He is my little kitten. We've discussed this last time.
You telling me that Shiki is Arcoid's
Shiki.
Discord kitten?
Yes.
Good lord.
She
No.
is rich. She is rich. She would buy him Discord Nitro.
Oh my god. No.
She would buy him Discord Nitro, and then every time he'd be like, is there a way to refund this? And she's like, no. Now put on the cat ears.
Oh my
Now FaceTime me with the cat ears.
No, this is a horrible image.
This is a
She
this is an
she would-
absolutely rancid headcanon.
She would
Very.
100% make him make an Amazon wish list, and he would just randomly add things to it just to be like, oh yeah, I kind of like that, that's fine. And then suddenly 2 days later it shows up at his door and he's like, what the fuck, Arcuwide?
Ake is gonna get hella angry.
Yeah. She's like, why are things showing up at our door, dearest brother? And he's like, listen.
I don't know. I don't know, really.
Listen, there's this thing, I don't know if you know what it's called. It's called a sugar mama. That's what Arcuwide has just dubbed herself. Who the fuck is Arcuwide? Right, you haven't met her yet. She's a nice person.
She's not nice. She's not nice.
It's a person.
She's a person that I crossed paths with and was the reason I stayed out late. You fucked her, didn't you? No!
Yes. No, they just had a very intimate night. They just had a very intimate night.
I had a very intimate night with her. You fucked her? No, we killed a man together. What?
And then before you killed her, of course.
No, that was after. After I killed her.
Also, we already got a bad end. Right, you were there for that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, you were there for that.
You got
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
killed.
make a whole separate video on just all of the stupid fucking headcanons we've made. Just all of the clips of our stupid fucking headcanons.
Good lord. Right.
This is a bit over the top.
This city is rotten to the core.
Every time he says that, I just think of the song from the Disney movie Descendants called Rotten to the Core.
Good
That's
lord.
the only thing that plays in my head.
This city is rotten to the core. If only I could wash away the impurities and to make it as beautiful as me. we can rule this city, Arcuite. Poor Arcuite.
Oh, God.
Strong enough to have it all,
There he
but
goes.
too weak to
Oh,
take
take
it.
There he goes. There he goes, delving into madness. Also, I love how she doesn't have any lines on her.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because it's nighttime.
Yeah, because it's nighttime. I don't even see them, like, faintly or anything. They aren't, like, covering in and out, so.
Yeah, and then you have this bitch over here who's just, like, can be turned into diced meat.
Yeah. The funny thing in his chest, though.
It's a goofy thing.
If I don't burn it to the ground, it would go against everything I believe in.
Oh, really? In other words, you're just like all those other third-rate dead apostles, then.
I am well aware of my crude nature. Princess of the true ancestors, that heart
What,
of
a
yours
princess?
shall be mine.
Of course I'm a
Damn, she royalty?
princess.
Is Vlad her grandpa?
I am a princess, and you will address me as such.
This is still day 4, by the way.
Yes,
How
it
is
is.
it escalating this far?
Well, no,
It's
it
only been
basically, I
4
think it's
days.
bled into day 5 at this point.
It's basically bled into day 5 at this point. It's just that we haven't had the formality of, like, the loading screen coming up, you know?
Yeah, the loading screen of day 5.
The chapter start, the day, you know?
Chapter start, yeah.
Anyways, great, thanks. I don't know if you mean that in, like, the literal heart, or, like, you, like, wanna fuck her, because, like...
I think he wants to rip it out of her
He just wants to numb
chest.
her heart. He wants to eat it.
Probably
He
the
wants to eat
former. Latter is a little weird.
Kiki, you're always weird. You want to talk.
The space around the vampire that calls himself love warps. The river of flame that pours out from around him grows even larger. Arcoide's body acts as a breakwater, preventing me from being swallowed by the raging torrent.
Don't move, Shiki. That flame is his weapon. If you don't want to be turned into ash, then stay behind me.
Much as I appreciate her advice, I can't help but feel a sense of unease that I can't be put into words. That's his weapon? Really? Because if he's created an environment as superheated as this one, it's almost as if his true form is actually... No, now is not the time to think. I focus my attention and grasp the knife. It's coming. The hallway has already become a cave of fire. Just as Vlav is about to unleash the blade from under his coat. See ya, idiots. Huh? This happens. The man turns his back on us all of a sudden. He walks over to the elevators as if nothing had happened, boards one with the same air of composure, and leaves the floor. I'm going downstairs to the 7-Eleven. I desire a Slurpee in a double gulp cup.
Fucking, just a fucking double. A 99-cent big gulp. I'm going to put both cherry, blueberry, and Coca-Cola in it. What a madman. And fucking like Takis. He's gonna get some fucking blueberry Takis. It's fucking blueberry Takis or whatever the fuck they are.
Count Chocula is on sale. Count
Chocula or Blueberry. Both are very good. It's 2 for $5. I'll get both. Discounted since Halloween has just passed. They're trying to take everything out of the stores. I know everything.
Oh man.
God, all of this humor really drains all the tension from the scene.
Really does. My favorite thing though was when it started really getting like fucking intense, and I was just like, "Hello," in like my southern accent. You're just like, "Wow, all that tension gone." All right, now she's dead.
God. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick.
You do that. Probably, whatever our next, like, thing is when I'll go to bed.
Fair.
Yeah, because I gotta go work tomorrow.
That's fair. What? I don't understand what's going on at all anymore. Not the 2 dogs that attacked me, not the flames that covered the corridor, not the nightmarish reality that descended upon this hotel. Koid collapses against me with a thud. It's a nasty wound. The bleeding from her stomach has stopped, but her face is contorted in pain. It happened just a few seconds ago. She got that wound protecting me from that man. That's right. Why did you...
Yeah, I underestimated him a bit. I thought I could save you and still dodge that attack in that situation, but... As expected of you, Shiki. Those wounds that you inflicted on me were worse than I thought.
Her face still contorted in pain. Arcoid cracks a smile at her own joke. I can't look at her. She got that wound protecting me. On top of that, she wouldn't have even been in harm's way if it weren't for me in the first place. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond when she looks at me with that idiotic smile on her face. Quiet leans her body against mine and gently closes her eyes. Wait a minute! What are you closing your eyes for, you idiot? Get hold of yourself. You're supposed to be an invincible vampire at night, aren't you?
Yeah, but it seems I'm at my limit. I'm sorry, but I need you to take me back to the apartment.
Collapses on me. I feel the weight of her body as I catch her in my arms. Wait a minute. You can't be... You tie on me right now. I really won't know how to respond. No, you can't. Wake up, Arkwide! Call out to her as she lies there with her eyes softly shut. And then... Fucking kidding me. Her somnolent
Hey, yo,
breathing.
Arcuite dead.
She literally just fell asleep.
She's just dead.
Okay.
Game's over.
Her somnolent breathing sounds so happy it makes me feel like an idiot for yelling a second ago. All my worries melt away. Seems that Arcoid is just asleep. Telling me to take you home. Just how selfish can you get? But given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. And besides, it's not a good idea to stick around in this hotel any longer. This was an incredible tragedy. Even if nobody outside could see all of those bizarre events that have transpired here, sooner or later someone's going to notice. My headache won't let up. My body is also at its limit. I put on my glasses so that I can at least rid myself of the headache. Cohen's apartments. Ah, she must mean that place.
Hey, Frank, what's
Hey,
going
Frank,
on?
what's going on? You good?
He muted.
Oh,
Okay.
fair enough, though.
As long as he's not dead, that's all I ask.
Sorry, I forgot to mute. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fine. I was doing stuff. Okay, I see.
Okay.
She must mean that place. I've only been there once, but I definitely remember it. There's no point in staying here. I retrieve my luggage from the royal suite, and with Arcoed in my arms, shamefully leave the now vacant hotel. The sky outside is bright. I see. So that's what happened. Ah, dawn broke. So, Vlav was weak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The reason why the man left was so simple. The sun had already fully risen over the city. Without me even noticing, night had given way into day. First things first, I should let Arcoed get some rest. I decide not to catch a cab. A suspicious pair like us are bound to be remembered. Trying to put as much distance as possible between us and the hotel, I board a bus headed for Soya Station. Fortunately, it's early in the morning, so we don't attract any attention. The emergency exit at the back of the building is still the same as it was the day before yesterday. The residents and managers must not have noticed that the lock had been cut. 6:30 a.m. Once again, I creep into the room of the self-proclaimed vampire Roman. I at least have a feeling that this long day had come to an end at last.
Your sister is going to kill you.
It's fine. Probably.
He's so dead.
Absolutely.
Yes, save the progress, please.
Alright, cool.
Infernal River of Blood 2, Day 5, and
Woo.
time for bed.
Alright.
Oh, you know what's funny? We've been going for about, I think, roughly, like, 2 hours each time we play this. And we've only gotten to Day 5.
Yeah, we've only gone to Day 5.
It's because we talk about so many fun headcanons. That's what we do. We just talk about super fun headcanons and M&M cookies.
I'm going to stop by the 7-Eleven.
And get that motherfucking big gulp.
Oh man.
God. Anyways, alright.